Tonight we are heading to Greendale to see the postman who always delivers on time. Yes, it is Postman Pat, the British classic that focuses on Pat Clifton and his black and white cat Jess. The show first aired in 1981 and there has since been 184 episodes and 8 seasons, with the latest season airing in 2017. Each episode follows Pat on his adventures as he tries to deliver the post. There are many different characters we meet throughout the show. So now that we have the background, let's take a look at a few episodes. First up we have the fantastic feast. So Pat's wife Sarah is dreaming about sausage casserole as she talks about Chef Olivier. Pat is cooking away as he burns the toast and drops the egg. Sarah tells him he can learn a thing or two from the chef who is coming to town. She then goes to make him breakfast. Pat is running late as he takes the toast and goes away. All of a sudden their son comes and asks if there is anything for breakfast. Sarah laughs at him. Pat eats the horrible toast as he gives it to Jess. He says he must learn to cook as he gets in his van. So some twins are fighting about who can cook as their mother tells them to shut up. She says if they want to be cooks so bad they can help her in the garden. They go to help as Pat is driving around town. Alf is fishing away as Pat pulls up and distracts him. He says he will scare the fish away as Pat asks if he has caught anything. Alf says he hasn't as he wants to bring something to cook for the chef later. He loses his bait as Pat comes up with an idea. He gives him his toast as Alf puts it on his line. Pat continues driving as Alf gets a bite on his rod. He gets a silver fish as the kids have picked the vegetables. But they then get into a fight about who is the best. They then run off as the mother is scared. They start throwing carrots around as their mom is annoyed. She says they might be better in the kitchen, so Pat arrives at the post office as Mrs. Goggins is dreaming about the chef. She is embarrassed as Pat spots all the cherries. Goggins explains she is looking forward for the chef's arrival later as she asks Pat to prepare the cherries. Pat says he can't cook as Goggins shows him. Pat tries as he causes chaos. Goggins tells him to get back to the post as at the kids' home, they are using the blender, but they are still fighting over it. They cause a big mess as Pat turns up to another house. He spots Ted as he is inventing something. Pat isn't really impressed as he is more confused. Ted says it is a sausage machine as he can't get it working. It finally works as all the sausages come out. Jess is impressed as Ted leans on the machine and causes it to go faster. They zoom out as they tangle Jess up. They stop the machine as Pat saves Jess. Ted asks what is he gonna do with the huge amount of sausage. Pat leaves as he gets back on the road. The kids are cleaning up as the mother makes a smiley face with her food. Pat arrives at the school as the teacher shows off the kitchen they made for the chef. Pat says it is great as his son wants him to make some food. The nerdy kid shows off as it all goes over Jess. Everyone laughs as Pat says he is running late. The kids have arrived at the school as they are dying to meet the chef. So everyone is at the school as they are waiting for the chef. The teacher doesn't know where he is as Pat delivers his letters. Everyone is waiting for the chef as Pat then walks in. Everyone is disappointed as they say the chef hasn't arrived.
Hello there, Sarah.
Someone rings in as the teacher announces the chef isn't coming.
Oh dear.
Everyone is sad as everyone wants to eat. Pat suggests everyone can work together as his wife gives him her cookbook as Pat cooks away. We get a cool song as everyone gets busy. They make some nice fish. Everyone claps as Pat eats up. He likes it. The food is out on the table as the kids want Pat's autograph instead. The teacher is happy as Sarah says he won't be burning the food anymore. Everyone eats up as the episode ends. Next up we have the surprise present. So Pat has completed his round as he spots someone walking in the road. It's the doctor. He asks what she is doing. She explains she is going to see Alf as he isn't feeling well. Pat offers her a lift as they drive away. Pat says the doctor needs a car to get around as they totally flirt. They arrive at Alf's place as Pat gives the doctor a letter. It's from her sister, just a birthday card. Pat celebrates her birthday as the doctor says she is too busy for birthdays. So some of the kids are just chatting as one of them says it is their mom's birthday as they don't know what to get them. The other kid suggests a dog, a chemistry set and some football boots. They are all terrible ideas as she moans at the two boys. They start thinking about something reasonable as the nerdy kid leads the gang away. So Ted can't believe the doctor has to walk everywhere. Ted pulls out all these different vehicles as Pat then suggests a car. Ted says he has one as he shows off the old and dirty car. Ted says it has not started in years as the police officer arrives. He overhears the old car as Ted can't get it started. The officer says he can't believe it is the doctor's birthday. He says to find an expert to fix the car. Pat suggests Ajay as he calls him. Ajay says he will come right over. He heads off as everyone talks about the doctor's birthday. They suggest a tea party as they plan it. The kids are looking for Lucy as they want to write a song. They want Lucy to sing it. So they head off as Ajay is trying to fix the car. He says it is very hard but he can do it. The officer trips over Jess as he lands in soot. The kids are practicing some music as Ajay gets on with fixing the car. Ted trips over and spills all the water. They all laugh as Jess gets wet. The kids are singing away as the car is coming along nicely. The car is finished as Ted gets in. It blows up in Jess' face as the kids finish singing. They say to add a funny deep voice to the song. The boys are still trying to fix the car as Jess finds something in the pipe. The officer looks inside as he pulls out hair. The car then works as the doctor is tired from her hard day's work. Pat goes to get the doctor as the others say they can't wait for the surprise. The officer goes off to get something else as the doctor arrives to Pat's house. No one is in as she then falls asleep. Pat can't find the doctor as Jess goes missing. Everyone is setting up the party as Pat comes over and says he can't find the doctor. Jess has found her as Pat gives out the instructions. Jess wakes up the doctor as she heads home. She spots the party but no one is there. The officer arrives with a present as he starts the party. Everyone turns up as the kids start singing. Everyone claps as Ajay and Ted arrive in the new car. The doctor can't believe it as they announce it's for her. The officer gives her a toolbox as they kiss. She thanks everyone as they sing happy birthday. The episode ends. Finally we have the perfect pizza. So it is a windy day as Pat is walking to the van. Jess catches a leaf as his son is coming along for a ride. He brings his tree along for the trip as he arrives at school. They talk about the nature project as Pat's son gives his tree over. They say Ajay is making some pizza after. They can't believe it as everyone loves pizza. Pat drives off as they blow into the post office. Mrs. Goggins says there aren't too many letters today as Pat gets started on the round. So Ajay is gathering all the stuff he needs for making pizza. They head into the kitchen as the woman says the oven is very hot. She asks what she is putting on them as Ajay says it's a special recipe. Pat arrives as he gives the post over. He asks what is going on them. He then says the kids will be happy after they have completed their nature trip. The woman then says she completely forgets about it as she grabs her trees. She heads off as Pat heads into the kitchen with Ajay. Ajay starts pouring the flour out as Pat then opens a window. It blows the flour everywhere. Pat is embarrassed as the kids are planting the trees. The mother arrives with the trees as they ask how they're getting on. The kids can't wait as they want to know what's on the pizza. The nerdy kid drops his glasses as they get them out quite quickly. The teacher then comes up with an idea to do a time capsule as the kids are confused. They suggest things to put inside as Ajay is working away. Pat is trying to keep up as Ajay shows off. He throws it on the ceiling as Pat throws it on Ajay. It lands on Pat as the baby laughs. The kids show off what they have found for the time capsule. So the pizzas are coming along nicely as Pat asks what everything is. Ajay says it is pineapple. Pat can't believe it. The kids arrive back at the trees as they don't have anything to put in the time capsule. The teacher says it is time to get started as Pat and Ajay cook away. He knocks all the boxes over as he gets the wood for the fire. The wind blows as the kids plant their items. The teacher says it is pizza time as Ajay and Pat are wrapping up. All of the pizzas are done as they head to the school. Suddenly a tree falls over. Pat drives off as he then gets blocked by the tree. He goes backwards as Ajay is shocked he has returned. Pat explains the old oak tree has fallen down and blocked the road. Pat suggests Ajay's motorbike as the mother finds the tree. Pat heads off on the bike as Jess holds on. Pat drives like a maniac as he goes through a hedge. The kids are hungry as the mother says Pat and Ajay are stuck at the farm. Sarah is confused as Pat is coming as fast as he can. Sarah says she will make some sandwiches instead, but Pat suddenly arrives. Everyone is happy as he gives out the pizzas. Everyone tucks in as Ajay finally arrives. The kids then suggest putting the pizza recipe in the ground as they plant the tree on top. Everyone cheers as the episode ends. Overall, what is there to say about the classic show Postman Pat? It is a must-watch of British TV. The stories were very funny and interesting, and Pat was just a lovable character everyone loved and remains a staple in British pop culture. I like it. So thank you for watching. If you have any TV shows you like to see me do, put them in the comments.